So hello you guys and welcome back to my channel. It's time for the last video in the Our TWD Stories series. I mean, it's been one of my favourite projects I've probably ever done. You guys know my channel is all mostly like reactions or chat videos or interviews, stuff like that. This has just been something so different. It's been so interactive. I've got to talk and reach out to so many different people regarding this and getting to hear everyone's stories, getting to hear their memories, their seeing people's merch, their tattoos. It's been amazing. There was a part of me that was worried when I started this, like, oh my god, what if no one wants to take part? What if nobody submits anything? Which in hindsight I guess was kind of stupid because my god, the amount of submissions I got. But before starting this video, I just want to say thank you guys so much for all of the love over the years, for all the support, for all of the energy you guys put into leaving comments, sending in your submissions for this series. What really got me the most about doing this was the amount of people that just said thank you. Most submissions that I got, you know, it would be whatever the topic of the video was, and then people would leave a small personal message just telling me how they found my channel or how long they've been watching me or videos they enjoyed by me. And it's just the fact that I'm included in any shape, way or form in people's Walking Dead story is beautiful, and it's something I never expected starting the channel. Whenever I did, I think it was 5 or 6 years ago at this point. So yeah, I just wanted to say thank you guys for taking part, for being so interactive, for being there. And let's start with the messages. So my message to the Walking Dead cast and crew to kick things off would echo probably most of the messages in this video. It would just be thank you. Thank you for doing what you do, for putting your time, your effort, your energy, your love, your blood, sweat and tears, everything into this show. Thank you for taking large periods of time away from your families to work on this project, to put out content that will stand the test of time. I mean, the show premiered like 10 or 11 years ago. People are still watching it, still getting excited about it, swapping stories all over the world, hosting viewing parties. People have Walking Dead themed weddings and birthdays. The show has just become such a massive part of pop culture, and it wouldn't be possible without people behind the scenes and in front of the scenes, the actors too, sacrificing so much of their time to make this. I started the show in a rough patch of my life, and I've been watching, I think, for about 6 or 7 years at this point. Around the time I started my channel was when I started watching the show. Man, I've had so many ups and downs in that time, but the show was always there. Still is. So yeah, that would just be my little message. I should have probably scripted it or written something down, but I didn't. I thought we'll just wing it. And let's go with some of the messages from you, beautiful people.
I started watching The Walking Dead after resisting it for many, many years, and after a plethora of some of life's worst events that can befall an individual. I started watching and I found something that was honest, real, deep, moving, a representation of both the very best and the very worst of humanity. And in my darkness at that point in my life, I could see that even in the most tragic of circumstances, there is always a spark of hope. There is always a spark of beauty in the most heinous of acts or the most terrible of events. And to this day, and it wasn't that long ago that this journey started for me, to this day, I am so grateful to everybody involved, from writing to actors to crew members, and also to the fandom, the people who make reaction videos, the people who amuse me. And there is a kinship there and an understanding that is just so wonderful. And not many occasions in my life have I thought that the people I've come across, not only who star in the show and write the show, but the people who give commentary and reviews of it, just such a life enriching couple of years as a result of all of these wonderful people. Bless you all.
I want to say a big thank you for all of your guys' hard work, your efforts, staying up, filming the show, episode, the show, and all that, because I know it's a very hard work to do. for you guys. You pretty much saved me. I've gone a couple of times, really dark times, that I just wanted to give up, but it pretty much, you saved me. I know there's many times I just wanted to be done, but I pulled through because I watched the show multiple times to get out of everything, and yeah, and I built a courage, because I'm very shy, to make my own YouTube channel and just do videos talking about The Walking Dead and meeting some people along the way and stuff like that. So I wanted to thank you a big much, and I wish I could meet all of you guys on the cast and give you a big hug and say thank you for saving me. So yeah.
Sierra Sinclair over on Instagram said, thanks so much for being the best show for 11 years. TWD for life. Amber Kelly also on Instagram said, you're a very cool cast and crew.
And my message to the Walking Dead cast and crew, I just want to say, if somehow they saw this, I absolutely love all of y'all. Like, y'all honestly have changed my life, and I have so many happy memories because of this show. And I will never take that back. I absolutely love everybody on the cast. Y'all have my heart, and I wish every single one in the cast and the fandom to have the best life they can. Love you.
If I had only one thing to say to the cast of The Walking Dead, it'd be thank you. Thank you for every single thing y'all guys have done in the dirt, in the sun, in the sweat, in the repetition of doing your scenes, the blood, the getting hit by each other, the sadness when y'all have dinners when, you know, a cast member leaves. I have loved every single second of The Walking Dead. It has just given me something to look forward to. Regardless of the breaks, the mid-season, you know, pauses or whatever, I love The Walking Dead. And hashtag The Walking Dead will never die.
Josh on Instagram said, there's so much I would want to say to every cast member and crew member for making the show possible for as long as it did. First off, the show helped me through some tough times. I was watching the show when I was at school, and it was like the show I would come home and watch after a bad day. Every cast member portrayed their characters so well. I fell in love with the show and so many characters because the acting is so incredible. And finally, I would like to say a thank you to everyone, cast and crew member, who made the show happen, for helping me through some tough times. Martin via email, I would like to say, if I could, thank you for being there for us. Not only to the actors who played our heroes, but also to Robert Kirkman and Charlie Adlard, to everyone who cared so much, and even if it didn't always work out as planned, they accomplished something great that made a place in our hearts. In the same way, I thank you for being with us and sharing your feelings about The Walking Dead.
And my message to the Walking Dead cast is just thank you for giving one of my favorite franchises life and being a part of it. I really appreciate it, and I'm going to miss the show a lot.
Oh boy, this has to be the hardest one. So to the cast and crew of The Walking Dead, I just want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Your work has entertained millions of people for the past 12 years. Whether or not we were having a good day or a bad one, you just provided us with some amazing 45 minutes of television that only a few dozen other shows can claim, coming close to what you have done. You all put your heart and soul, as well as your blood, sweat, and tears in this show to make something really, really special. So, once again, just thank you from the bottom of my heart for making all of this possible.
Anthony on Twitter said, on what I would say to any cast or crew, just thank you to the writers, as they decided not to kill Carol off in season 3. I never thought she would make it to the end. I just hope, somehow, she gets a great ending, if Melissa doesn't want to return in a spin-off show. Also, thank you, Katie, for your love and devotion to the show on your channel, and a big fat congratulations on your engagement. Oh, thank you, Anthony. Buffy Supremacy on Instagram said, your message for The Walking Dead cast and crew, thank you for bringing such a wonderful show to life. It will always mean such a great deal to me.
So, my message to The Walking Dead cast and crew is, firstly, a massive thank you. Throughout the past couple of months, me and my mom have really bonded. We've never had a show or a thing that we could have bonded over. I'm a massive nerd, and she didn't really get that until now, so I'm incredibly grateful. I've been introduced to so much new material. I'm an aspiring writer, so plays by Danai Gurira, movies, including Greg Nicotero, music by Emily Kinney. I love Emily Kinney. I'm so grateful to have found this show and everything that's gone into it. So I hope it's made you as fulfilled and happy as it's made me. Thank you so much.
Indefemer on Instagram said, I almost feel as if I grew along with these characters, and it may sound silly, but it became my motivation to recover from my personal ordeal. I always hate bringing this up, but I feel it's relevant just to show how much this show has changed things for me. I was hospitalised at the time, at age 16, deeply depressed and essentially on death's door, I believe is how the nurses described me. Without going further into gory details, I'll skip to the good part. I used to watch The Walking Dead religiously while I was in there because it really brightened my mood. And that's when it became bigger than just a TV show. I always told myself things like, you can't give up yet, you need to at least stick around until the next season, it's only a few weeks away. Or keep going, you'll never be able to meet any of the cast members if you're still sick. And I guess that worked pretty well, because after a long 6 months I was healthier and happier than ever, with a newfound sense of self and strength. And I couldn't possibly be more grateful to the cast, crew, hell, even their families who created such talented and kind people. You helped me in so many others in ways I can't even describe. Without you, I honestly don't think I would even be here to see the days I now remember as my happiest. Like restarting my education journey, seeing my crazy dog every day, meeting my wonderful boyfriend, and just simply living again, rather than surviving. And although I've run into a rough patch at the minute, a story for another day, I have hope and always will have hope, still determined to meet the cast. And I can't thank you all enough. I hope you truly do understand the difference you made in the world, and for proving to me that no matter what, I'm not too far gone. I choked up there a little bit on the end. That was such a beautiful message and so well written. Naomi over on Instagram said, I've never loved a show so much in my life. I will forever watch the shows and follow the cast with everything they do.
Hi, thank you so much for giving us all this show that we've all been so emotionally invested in one way or the other. I can't think of another show personally that compares to it, where I just don't want to see it end. I mean, we all have shows that we don't want to see end, but many times those are after a couple of years. Who can say that after a decade, right? And I know personally, just the fact that there's going to be spin-offs, whew, that was the best news ever. So I just wanted to say thank you for everything, for making me want to go down to Sonoy, Georgia, which I did last year after a work conference. I mean, I rented a car and went down because I had to see it. I had to see it for myself. I had to see the windmill. I had to see the wall. I had to see the whole town. I just had to see it. And I know so many people felt the same way and still feel the same way. So thank you. Thank you to the extended cast, the extended crew, as evident by The Talking Dead. You get, the extended crew on, producers and everybody, because they know how much we care and how much we love all the characters and we love the show. So thank you for acknowledging our love for it and for 10 years of just, I don't even know how to word it, incredible storytelling, and for characters that we never want to see go away. So thank you. And this is Carol. She wants to say thank you too. Don't ya? Say thank you. Thanks for my name.
My video on what I would say if I was able to meet the cast and crew. First of all, I would tell them how much of an impact they have made on my life. We started watching in 2015. My daughter was 9 at the time. We watch it every Sunday religiously. 8 o'clock, we have the TV on, lights turned off, phones go down. They don't get messed with until the episode is over. And then we watch Talking Dead, and then we start talking about what we saw. Or ranting if someone died we didn't want to see die. But basically, they have been a fixture in our life for so long and have brought me and my daughter closer together, her being 16, which is amazing. And I want to let them know that they will always be loved, they will always be missed, and they will always be part of my life. Because I don't care if the show is over, I will still sit down and watch The Walking Dead. And on Sundays, me and my daughter will still have our Walking Dead day. Even if she moves away, we will Zoom it if we have to. Okay, thank you.
When you want to talk about impact The Walking Dead had on lives, like, it made my career. And I don't like to toss around like dream job a lot, but getting to work on the 9th season of The Walking Dead and 10th and the 11th and Fear the Walking Dead, I'd always loved the show, so getting to work on the flagship series and take it all the way home to see it through to the finish, that's kind of a dream job. Every day I got to wake up and ask, what are we going to do with the zombies today? What are we going to do with all the awesome crew and cast, and see what the stories were being told and how our department could help and how we could help with VFX, make the show look better, be better. And, nothing was more fun than that. And like, you're sitting in your office doing emails, and if you got bored, you'd look out the window and see them setting up a bunch of zombie gags or a bunch of dead corpses everywhere. That was just a daily part of life. So it was it's been a really fun run. And while I'm sorry to see the flagship come to its finish, I'm so excited, just so excited to see what else is in store for the future of the universe and all the other things they're doing. So it's been a blast.
Chris, via email, said, "Hi Katie, thank you for doing this. It's truly amazing of you. Thank you so much for taking part. Anyway, if I had all the Walking Dead cast in front of me, I'd probably just fall to the ground and die. But Norman and Melissa are the two people I really want to meet, and I think I'd like to tell them how amazing they are and give them a hug if they want one. I think that's all I could take, to be honest, before I would start to bawl my eyes out." Megan on Instagram said, "Thank you so much. The Walking Dead has gotten me through life, high school, college, lockdown, and now. I will continue to watch this great show. When I was younger, my parents didn't let me watch it, luckily when I could. I binged, watched it, and loved every moment. Thank you to all the cast and crew for bringing these amazing characters to life. I cannot wait for the last episodes and the spin-off shows. Thank you so much for making The Walking Dead epic."
So here we go. My message to the cast and crew of The Walking Dead. This is massive. I first found The Walking Dead again in 2015, and it completely changed my life. After a few years of watching the show, I really got into special effects makeup, and watching the work of Greg Nicotero and the entire special effects makeup team, I was just enthralled by how amazing it was. And when I got to Walker Stalker and I saw all the guys from Silent Studios Productions and all the zombies walking around, the Z Walkers to name a few, I was just amazed. And when I had a chat with some of the guys from Silent Studios, they said, just because you weren't picked for the maze this year, don't give up. And from that moment, I went into the scare industry. In the August of that year, I got my first scare acting job. And then I moved into zombie experiences, where I had a wonderful 3 years. I'm still scare acting today. I am actually going, at the time of this recording today, I'm going to my training session for this year's scare season. So without The Walking Dead, I would not have got into scare acting, and I wouldn't be as confident as I am now. I wouldn't be where I am today. And along with that, I've made some amazing friends, amazing memories, and hopefully I'll get to make some more memories at conventions, meeting the cast and expressing my deepest gratitude, because this show really has changed my life and I don't know where I'd be without it.
Hi Katie, and hello to my Walking Dead family. I just want to say, first of all, thank you Katie for giving all of us the opportunity to share our personal experiences with the show. I think that was a really great idea, so thank you for that. My message to the Walking Dead cast would probably be just a big thank you, because my life at home has not always been best, and I haven't always felt safe and comfortable. And The Walking Dead has always been a way for me to get out of my head, and even when I don't feel safe at home, when I watch the show, I feel safe, which is weird. It's a show about violence, so maybe that makes me crazy, but I'd also like to say thank you to them, because this show has inspired me to create my own book series, which I have been working on for the past 6 years, which has overgone its own changes. It's called A Fate Worse Than Death, which I'm very excited to share with everyone in like, that's far in the future though. That's besides the point. But I just wanted to thank them for giving me the inspiration for that. And then just one more thank you, because these characters that they have, that this cast has portrayed, have honestly helped me get through so much in life. And again, that sounds crazy because they're so violent, but they do whatever it takes to survive. And no matter what, they are there for their friends, they're there for their family. And that's just always, for me personally, has given me the will and like, I don't know, seeing my favorite people working so hard to survive against all odds has motivated me to do my best to be happy and survive. So thank you, Walking Dead cast. You literally mean so much to me. All of you have done great these past 12 years. Stole my heart time and time again, broke my heart time and time again. But that is my message, so thank you.
And that is it for the Our TWD Stories series. Thank you guys again for taking part, for your lovely messages. It's been a fucking riot doing this. And I hope it was fun for you guys too, reminiscing about your past with the show, or hearing other people's stories and experiences with the show. A big thank you as well to Aaron for taking part. He was a special effects supervisor on The Walking Dead. I think he's moved to Fear now. He is just such a beautiful, beautiful person. Sent me this t-shirt after I interviewed him. I mean, the cast and crew of the show are just so forthcoming and lovely and welcoming and interactive and accessible, which is pretty rare for a cast of a TV show, these days particularly. It's the last time we're going to enter into a new chunk of episodes. It's exciting. The possibilities are just like endless. I mean, I can't call it. I don't know where we're going to go, what's going to happen regarding the show. But we've 8 episodes to wrap up the main storyline, and then we have all the spin-offs and we have all the offshoot shows. It's a very weird, bittersweet moment. I'm excited, but I'm sad. I'm optimistic, but cautiously so. So I guess that's it for this video, for this series. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, for the love and the support, and I will talk to you all soon.